Joining me right now is David Moon, Tristar lightweight, and he is currently fighting in the Super Fight League for the UP Nawabs. Welcome to Kumite Radio.
Thank you so much, John. Happy to be here.
For sure, man. Now, you are the only one that is returning from Season 1. During Season 1, you had 2 submissions in the first round. What was your experience of Season 1?
I went in just not knowing what to expect, and similar to this year, there was a lot of, craziness and a lot of situations where I was very surprised, last minute opponent changes, and overall it was a very stressful but at the same time exciting experience. Again, with the opponent changes and always trying to maintain that weight every single week, and it was crazy, but it was definitely an experience of a lifetime.
It must have been a decent experience because you're back for Season 2.
Yeah, the fact that you're able to get, at least 2 fights in a matter of like a few weeks, it's always good, especially if you get a couple of wins right away. So yeah, with that mindset, I came back hoping to get another few more quick wins in the month that I'm here.
How chaotic is it to be cutting weight, to have last-minute opponent changes, maybe even a fight cancellation? Does that build your character? Does that mentally make you stronger?
Me personally, I think it does. It's not a typical fight scenario the way that Super Fight League does it. So yeah, I feel like you have to be a little more mentally stronger, I guess, in a sense, and kind of be accepting to all the uncomfortable situations like the opponent changes and all that stuff. So yeah, I agree that it does make you stronger mentally.
You left Season 1, with 2 solid wins, but you took a whole year off. Now, why did you take that year off? Is it because you couldn't get any fights, or was there something else behind that?
No, I actually hurt my knee, and I've kind of just been sidelined for a bit because of the injury. I still been training, but kind of just making my training revolve around me not further injuring that knee. So it's just been a lot of rehab and stuff like that. So I just been kind of saving myself and just strengthening the knee for the past year so that I could prep for this season of SFL.
Did you help, you're training out at Tristar Gym. There's a lot of killers out there, a lot of big names. Did you help any of them prepare for their fights?
Yeah, right before I came here, I did about 2.5, 3-month camp with Mirsad Bektic. He was fighting Godofre Pepe, so he needed a lanky 145er. So yeah, for 3 months, man, we were just banging it out hard every single hard sparring session. Training with him definitely helped me improve and gave me an insight on what my weaknesses are and what my strengths are. So it was definitely a huge benefit for me and hopefully for him as well.
So basically, going into Season 2, you were ready to fight right away.
Yeah, it was.
Now you went into Season 2. You went into Week 1. You took on an Afghani opponent. You lost by TKO. Now, when you look back at it, what do you think you did wrong in that situation?
I think that I swayed away from my game plan of staying long and using more of my main strength, my stand-up. And, I decided to, kind of just do what all my peers were doing. Like all the foreigners seem to have an easier route taking the other guys down and using their wrestling and jiu-jitsu. But I guess I don't know. Mentally, it was a mistake on my part because the truth of the matter is the kid was super tough, and he was actually well-rounded everywhere. He's a good stand-up guy. He's got pretty good wrestling and a very good top game. So it was just a mental mistake on my part, trying to sway away from the original game plan that I've been working on for the past couple of months. Yeah.
Moving on from that, how did you kind of pull yourself from the ashes, you know, like from, you know, the ground, you know, pick yourself up? Because you fought right away 2 weeks later.
Yeah, I mean, man, I was devastated after that loss. But you know, as soon as they gave me my second opponent's name after about 4 or 5 days after that loss, you know, as much as you know, sad and mad and angry I was with myself because I had another opponent told, you know, my mindset just changed right away, you know, and I was kind of focused with like, you know what, I got a new task in front of me.
Mhm.
So I just kind of just happened automatically, you know, because I had to think about the next guy right away, you know. So it wasn't that difficult transitioning that mindset at all.
You know, you're there alone, and a lot of guys are there alone. So do you guys kind of come together because you are in the same situation and kind of help each other out?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, aside from the few of the American guys, you know, they seem to kind of stick together. They came because they came together. Same with the Brazilians. But you know, yeah, I mean, guys like me and a lot of the other guys who came alone, yeah, I mean, we kind of just got our own clique going on. You know, we train together and whatnot. Yeah, so it's been good in that way. Even though I came here alone, I found my little group to be hanging out and be training with. So it's cool.
I guess that's what's cool about the MMA community, right?
Yeah, it's cool, man. Everybody has the same goal, and it's really easy to get along with everybody for that reason, you know?
Your experience in India. Now, I know you were in, I think, New Delhi for season one,
Yeah,
and now you are in Mumbai.
yeah.
Have you been discovering the city? Have you been going around and looking at what's going on?
Yeah, everywhere, man. I've been walking around, you know, seeing all different sites, meeting all different sorts of people. So yeah, I mean, it's been good, man. The country is hectic. You know, it's from what I see, it's a lot different from Delhi though, because Delhi, it seemed like over there, people are very aggressive, man. I mean, like even the beggars, man, they'll never stop harassing you. You know what I mean? People over here, they're a little more civilized and a little more uh, like how it is in Canada. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, though, India is still India. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's been cool.
Have you met any like interesting people out there in India?
Yeah, I actually met our cab driver. His name is Rajesh, and he's actually the kind of guy that drives all the fighters around. So every time like me and some of the boys are going out, you know, he'll be standing outside in front of his little coffee stand where he's there all day. And yeah, we actually got pretty close to him, man. And he kind of he gave us a little tour of the area that he lives in, and it's called the Mumbai Slums. And man, you just appreciate so much going through there because you got like families of like 6 to 8 people living in like not even a bedroom, bro, like a floor space with a TV hanging on the wall. Their their kitchen is probably the size of like, you know, two jujitsu mats put together. Same with the washroom. The washroom's not even a toilet; it's just a drainage, you know. But you know, every time I see that guy's just happy. He's always smiling, and you know, he seems very content with his life. You know, very nice people, very kind-hearted, humble people.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of misconceptions about India, you know, throughout the world that it is a dangerous place because from what you're explaining, you met some good people and there is no threat of your life anywhere you go, even in the slums.
No, no, I didn't feel like that at all. I mean, I've been to there's this one restaurant called Leopold's where, you know, apparently there was some crazy terrorist attack, and if you actually go inside the restaurant, you see bullet holes and whatnot. But no, I mean, the whole country, people are friendly, man. I mean, they'll look at you because they're so in awe about seeing a foreigner. Like I'd be walking with Jason Radcliffe and Jermaine, one of the coaches, and we'll be walking around and you'll have random Indian guys just staring at us or just come up to us and they'll squeeze our arms and they just like us because we're foreigners or because we're in shape. You know what I mean? But like no, like there's no hostility from the Indian people at all. Definitely not.
All right, now moving forward, what is your plan for the next couple of weeks and after you leave season two?
Man, after I leave, hopefully before I leave, I can get one more win, and I'm just gonna keep on moving, man. Book as many fights as I can, stay as active as I can for this new year, and hopefully get on the streak. And by next year, hopefully get that streak going and get myself that winning record. And then hopefully by then, I could try to, put myself in a promotion where I could actually make, you know, a little bit better, more money, I guess, if you will. Like, because as much as SFL is an amazing experience, like it's not enough for me to just live off fighting. You know what I mean? So I mean, my goal when I get back is train hard, get better, get as active as I can, rack up a few wins, and then hopefully I could try for the bigger promotions like UFC, ONE FC, or whatever.
All right, you can catch David season 2 Super Fight League. He'll most likely see him in the semifinals and finals for his team. Thanks, David, for your time.
Thank you, John.